including the false claims that Citadel's securities were involved in decisions by trading app Robinhood. We know that's a lie. To temporarily suspend trading. Fucking kidding me? We know that's a lie. And Mr. Griffen was not truthful when he testified before Congress in February that neither he nor any employee at his company had any communication with Robinhood about restricting or doing anything to prevent people from buying in GameStop. What do you think, T?
She clearly has said Ken Griffen lied. Clearly people think that he has lied, and clearly they can sue for whatever they want. So that doesn't mean it's factual.
So that conversation took place last night between Tony Gennaro and myself. We were discussing Kat Stryker and her tweet regarding the cease and desist letter from Ken Griffen and Citadel. Now, in the letter itself, they said that Kat was inventing and or disseminating various unfounded conspiracy theories and debunked narratives, including claims that Citadel was involved. So I think the next question you would ask is, where did this conspiracy theory come from? We're going to talk about that tonight. I want to talk about the Q2 numbers at the box office. Today's July 1st, last day of the quarter. We'll get into that a little bit. Looking forward towards earnings. And if we have time, I want to address the FTD issue. It came up a lot last night in the live stream. But before we get way too far ahead of ourselves,
cue the speeder.
This is the way.
All the conspiracy theories, though, that were raised on social media and the implications of that, I'm curious, in retrospect, you obviously made a big investment in Melvin in the middle of this, Melvin Capital. Do you think that was a mistake?
No, I think Gabe Plotkin is one of the finest investors of his generation.
But given what the public perception became around this idea that Citadel was behind Plotkin on one side, behind Robinhood on the other, in retrospect, do you think it created a perception of a conflict?
If I had to run my business to the possibility of an insane conspiracy theory emerging at any point in time, I would have no business.
good evening, beautiful people. Guys, what's going on? It is Friday, July 1st, 2022. And apparently this whole situation that's going on right now with Kat Stryker and Citadel and Ken Griffen, I guess stem from this planned mobile banner. And on the last page here of the document, it says, if your planned mobile banner goes forward and or further publication of this statement continues, we will take any and all legal actions necessary to address your torturous conduct. Now, that's pretty strong wording from a law firm, and I would have to admit, that would definitely spook me. So, is Kat Stryker a conspiracy theorist? Well, let's look and see what did the law firm say are the reasons that they are issuing this cease and desist. And they came with two main points. One, that in May of 2022, the U.S. District Court for Southern District of Florida dismissed with prejudice a lawsuit alleging that Citadel's securities pressured Robinhood to suspend trading in response to meme stock volatility in Jan 2021. They also mentioned the report we just got last week from the U.S. House Finance Committee on Financial Services, chaired by Congresswoman Maxine Waters, and how their 138-page report where they concluded that no restrictions were imposed by Robinhood as a result of any pressure or involvement by Citadel Securities or any other market maker.
First question, how many people are in the room with you? You could just count how many people are in the room with you.
There are 5 people, including myself, in this room, sir, Congressman.
Thank you. So I don't think my colleagues need to help the CEOs or anybody else. You said that you didn't talk to anybody, Citadel Securities. Did anyone in your organization since January 1st contact Robinhood?
Are you asking if we've had contact with Robinhood?
With respect to GameStop and what we're obviously talking about.
So, Congressman, we offered to have my colleague who manages that relationship be here today instead. He has firsthand knowledge. We, of course, are talking to Robinhood routinely in the ordinary course of business. We manage a substantial portion of their order flow.
Well, I understand that, but did you talk to them about restricting or doing anything to prevent people from buying, not selling, but buying in GameStop?
Let me be
Anybody in your organization?
Let me be perfectly clear. Absolutely not.
So that might seem like a pretty reasonable argument of why Cat should not be defaming Mr. Griffin and Citadel, calling them liars. But I would direct your attention to the 137-page document entitled United States District Court, Southern District of Florida, January 2021, Short Squeeze Trading Litigation. This document has the whole case basically laid out in front of you. If you want to go look to see, was there any communication between Robinhood and Citadel during that time period back in January, right around page 77, 78, 79 are the emails that went back and forth between Robinhood and Citadel. And as you clearly saw, Ken Griffin denied that that was ever done. So they can send Cat all the cease and desist that they want. But until they can refute these documents that have been verified by courts, I don't see them having a case against Cat. And of course, being a retail trader, being a holder of AMC GME, Cat Stryker has done a lot for the community. So naturally, I'm going to get her back on this. But it's not even a case of the information being wrong or her being a conspiracy theorist. It's all laid out in this document. You can go look for it yourself. I will put the link down in the description. So, Kat, best wishes. And if you catch this video, thanks for all you've done for the community. We appreciate you. All right. Now, with it being July 1st, I just want to take a quick look back at the box office the last 3 months. How well actually have we done? Is it possible we're going to hit this $2.5 billion price tag that we need to get AMC profitable? Okay, so we're going to have to do a real good in-depth breakdown later this week after 4th of July passes. But let's just go back to the first week in April, the beginning of Q2, and look and see how did each weekend do leading up. And we had some rather slower titles at the very beginning of the quarter, right? Morbius came out, kind of didn't do that great. Sonic did all right, and then we had the Fantastic Beasts movie. Then the bad guys went back-to-back at the end of April. And then we really started turning up the noise, right? We had a lot of money coming in starting the first week in May. $277 million for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness for the first week. Then the following week brought in another $120 million. The following week, almost another $100 million. Then the first week of Top Gun, which was the end of May, we brought in $284 million in the first week, followed by $185 million. I mean, keeping up the numbers, great. And then back-to-back weeks of Jurassic World at $297 and $241 million, with a final Elvis $190 million in the last week right before the run-up. Unfortunately, we had the flop of Lightyear, which really hurt us, I think, at the end, being that all the Toy Stories got almost $1 billion in revenue. But that time has come and gone, so we need to move on from Lightyear and start looking to Q3. And, you know, starting next weekend, we have Thor: Love and Thunder coming out. A lot of good movies still this summer that we haven't even mentioned yet or gotten a chance to go see. And I'm bullish on AMC, man. I think the numbers are going to be fine. I think Q2 is going to come back outstanding and really make a statement about the movement, the community, and I think the fair job that Adam Aaron has done taking this company and bringing it back from the dead to where it is right now. All right, guys, so it's starting to get late. We're not going to have time to get into the FTDs, but we have all 4th of July weekend to talk about this. Don't worry, we'll revisit the subject matter. As always, guys, thank you so much for the likes, the views, the comments, my new subscribers, my OGs. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.
AMC GameStop